Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cloud's Fortresscraft Frozen Factory. I have again modified everything down here. I'm trying to push these mass in out ports to the absolute limit. I finally got enough materials together that I was able to make like 5 more. So I put another 2 as the inputs, got rid of all the tubes, got rid of both matter movers, and we're not able to input fast enough. And basically by that, we're not able to output fast enough because the lifts come, they fill up almost instantly and they're gone. So we again need to upgrade the lifts, which we're working on. So we'll get to that. One thing we can do while we're waiting for, you know, all the materials that are already farming. Head on over to the cold caverns. Okay. To attempt to improve the setup that I have, I'm trying to find the right word, with all of that mass mover stuff, I think what's going to be eventually the draw is how much power that thing can output at once. So I'm going to quickly crafting. Make one of those, and before this fills up with another 100 of these, you can have those back. And I'm going to go and put this Mark IV battery underneath the whole setup that I have, and I might directly attach the Mark IV battery to the mass storage port, or I might attach all of the Mark III batteries that are already attached to that to the Mark IV battery. I'm pretty sure the Mark III battery can draw out of the Mark IV fast enough. If it becomes an issue, I can always change it later. So we have all of these already here. So if I were to go and do, let's see, we might actually have to build it right in here. We'll be able to beam power a lot easier into this than we were able to do with those small batteries.
Structure complete.
So we only have one right now going. He is a polished, but he's still, this one still seems to be okay. With a positive. And actually he's going up, so I don't really need to do anything here. And there are lulls where no power's being used. Right now there is, but there are periods where there's no power being used. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just put a exceptional lens there. I need to improve on my power infrastructure. So we're okay up here till this point. Let's try adding another laser. So we have one beaming. See, if I get rid of this, I put that there. Replace the power going that way with that. should be able to pop one of those there. Put another one here. And then everyone shares. That'll slow down the power going to the trencher a little bit, but we seem to have plenty of ore right now. That doesn't seem to be the issue. It's moving it that's the problem.
Recharging.
And we can actually see that battery from here. Yeah, it's kind of empty right now, but I think what I'll do is head on up to the surface world. See if maybe just building another generator, because if I can just build another turbine over here, another 1 or 2 turbines. No, that's the refinery. I don't want that. I've got a bit of material for the jet turbines already. But if I can do something as easy as that, I'd prefer to go that route. Although, if all of these are indeed 2784, if they're all doing the max, I think what it's going to require at this point then is more power being sent downwards. So I can either start doing conduits, or I can go with more of these. And I think I don't think I have the lenses to go with conduits just yet, so I'm gonna stick with these for now. And I think now's a good time to put a Mark IV battery on top. I do have 9 of those. For some reason, I don't know why, at one point I must have just built an extra set. And since we are manufacturing power storage Mark IIIs down here, I really should just leave this there.
Crafting.
2 more of those. Put those. You know what? While I'm here, I'll just make another one.
Crafting.
And then we'll put the rest of the batteries back. Because I'm sure we'll pick up 1 or 2 here and there. Oh, and to increase this, I built a bunch of hoppers back here just to house, for now, a bunch of extra blocks. And when these fill up, I'm going to build another geothermal power vent. Because this one cannot keep up at all. Oh, actually, before I do that, I just remembered. I need to build that second particle filter, because my particle filtration for freeze-on gas cannot keep up with how much I'm using to how much I'm producing.
Crafting.
And this, of course, is using resin that I wanted to use for something else, but that's okay. I'm sure there's another 1,000 resins sitting up top for me. 1, 2, 3. Build to me these 2. Get these from this side. And let's not let it kill us. Oh, I missed. How could you miss? already have the power hooked up, the pipes hooked up, so it should just, yeah, connected to gas compressor. Good to go. Now hopefully at least these two are enough to keep one geotherm going, because these are all empty. And I had filled them up. So it burned through everything that I had stockpiled. I mean, there's some... Well, no, there's 2 in the tube there. That's it. So it burns through them way quicker than I'm producing them. Yeah, we're down to 42. So I probably got that built just in time, actually. Go for me. Of course, now I need to get rid of the rest of these blocks. Get rid of that ore. And now I can get back to what I was doing, which was... Well, I've got the advanced blocks. I might need to pick up some plastic pellets, but I was setting up a big battery. That's right. I was setting up a big battery over here. And conveniently enough, the plastic pellets are also over here. So I don't know if I'm going to have to build another turbine or not. Maybe I can just route power over here through turbines that aren't being used anymore because we've moved most of the stuff onto the cold caverns. Did I just build a random power storage block somewhere? I'll have to go look for that. Or I'll add up how many blocks I have after this one's done being built. Oh, 27. I think I'm okay. Yeah, so right now there's really no power being beamed into this at all. But we have a generator or a battery over here who's not really even being used. This is for defenses, and I'm going to get cooked a little bit possibly here. But they are sending power down to the cryoplasm. Let's get rid of a few more guns here. Down to the cryoplasm defenses. So, but we're going to be supplementing the cryoplasm defenses. That's going to go right over. We're going to be supplementing the cryoplasm defenses with geothermal power. We've already kind of started doing that. Alright, well that will help sufficient. That'll help pretty well. So what else we're going to do is rebuild this gun there. Get rid of those. And get rid of all of these down the line. Try to do this without dying. We're going to hook all of these up together. I didn't want to put it there. I want to put it over here. That's going to get picked up by a beacon. I just know it. It's okay. Alright, polished chrome lenses all the way across. I'll eventually put a... Let me pick up my stuff here. I'm cooking. I'll eventually put a large solar panel on top of that battery as well. Yeah, it looks like the beacon picked up the item. Speaking of, yeah, conveyor belt, turret Mark III. There's something up with, there's a bug with the logistics Falcors. Oftentimes when you first log on to the game, they'll go and pick up from the beacons mounted on top of the chests, which they're not really supposed to do. It's a little annoying, but as long as you don't log in and out too much, which I do because I have to output. I have to log out, you know, quit the game, turn the game off every time I want to output a video. So that's not filling as quickly as I'd like it to. No, not as quickly as I'd like it to at all. So we have, you're working at 115, you're working barely. Yeah, a lot of you are barely working at all. So it would probably be pretty easy for me to beam some power over, where I'm hopefully not blocking anything else. And we'll give them regular. Give him a regular. And I'll put another one on the other side of Hugh. We'll give that one also a regular. And by regular, I mean exceptional. And then he'll get the polished. And copy the window here. We're going to want to go out 3 spaces, I think. Let's see if he connects to anything. Connects to T4 power storage. Perfect. I could have done one more or one less, so I don't really feel that proud of myself for getting it right. Alright, well, as far as the lenses go, and I do still have my lens set up here currently. There's some chromium. Oh, I don't have any in here. I haven't dropped off any chromium in a while. Oh well, bad on me. I do have a couple hundred lenses already made. While we're here, since I'm just grinding up half of these things anyway, you can have all of those. And I can make some room by grabbing some of these purples. I actually literally had no room until I grabbed those. I believe. I think it's completely full. Yep. Full! But now I can go ahead and make 500 and something of these. Just because. Great. So, I'm going to drop another 100 chromium or so. Actually check on how much resin I have, because if I can build another lift, I'd like to do that now. Let's see, 654 resin. Not bad. Hopefully I didn't use too much chromium in making the lenses. And hopefully I have all the other materials. Ah, Mark V forced induction. I had forgotten about those. Although, I did, however, prepare gold wires, titanium plates. We have a couple of plates. We have more PCBs elsewhere. I think at some point I might try to automate the production of the forced inductions from 1 to 5 or however high they eventually will go. It might be an interesting way to do it. I don't think I have any at all. I believe I specifically used all of them.
Crafting.
So I just like to go big. 200, sure.
Crafting.
Got plenty of bars.
Crafting.
Wouldn't dare to do that in the beginning of the game. Now, I don't really have a huge surplus of nickel, but I do have enough to make all of those. Okay. So now we are stuck with conductive PCB and titanium plate, but we do have enough to make 2 of those. And another bulk cargo lift. Hooray! Now, conductive PCBs are what I'm short on. So, we've already got setups for gold wires and titanium plates, and we have plenty of them. So I'm going to go ahead and make a whole ton of conductive PCBs, and I'm glad I didn't tear this all down yet. Although, why am I making all of these gold plates? What am I doing? I think I thought I was making the research pods. Alright, well you can go ahead and make those research pods. I did not. I wasn't thinking. I only need to put gold in the other side for the PCBs. But that's fine. You can make a couple of research pods. Quick fix. Biddle to me. There we go. Now we will get our conductive PCBs from here. Let me just empty these out. Put all of the materials. Actually, I think I'm going to hold on to them for now. Off camera, I'll press out some more plates, titanium plates. Or in between episodes, I mean. I'll get more of these done. But for now, let's go drop this second lift off and end the episode. Now, I've already got the one going down to that level. So I think the other one I'd like to replace is the one that's directly in front of that, because that seems to be where we have the biggest push of our ore. Let's see if I can guess which way. Alright, we want to go down here. And we want it right in this one. And how convenient that it is empty. So we'll just pull that out, drop the bulk lift in there, and we're going to have even more income of ore. It's fantastic. We'll probably have to do something. Let's see how quickly he's emptying. Lift stuck, wait for rail scan to complete. Well, that is not fair because there's nothing wrong with that lift. But luckily it's almost done. Hopefully when it's done scanning it'll go back down. So there's no sense in going out of our way to increase the speed that the ore leaves this lift if that's the kind of thing that's going to happen, because it's already empty. So there's no need to do any more work here. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope to see you next time.